Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Coach. Hey. On the hole.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Hurry!
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Second down throw coming from Bennett. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. He stiff arms him. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ty Chandler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Throwing on first down, Bennett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. Nothing doing on that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Bennett looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
Hey, Ace.
To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run it with Chandler. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Chandler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Chandler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll look to throw with Bennett. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
At the 37-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Cardinals. Elijah Higgins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to bring tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
This is 2nd and 8.
60 bites, 60 bites.
Draw play, Madison, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Bennett here out of the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Chandler, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On 1st down, Chandler. And they'll get this down to the 10. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Let's go now.
Bennett now off play action. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Big Ace, what you got? Ace. 2-2.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Murray changing the play. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. There he goes left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead down to 9. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
23, Cardinals 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? Now I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. And his kick is gone, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. Addison will go in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Chandler. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Moore on the return. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. And Bennett will look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Now Murray off play action. Here's Higgins out of the right side. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come back. That's one.
Murray going to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hey.
Play fake. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that, being a safety.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 68 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Pushing his way through, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things.
Come on. Hey. Check it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Let's go now.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
79 Broncos.
Off the play fake, it's Bennett. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's good for 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off play action. Here's Bennett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Sticking to the aerial attack, here's Bennett. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down. Here's Bennett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And now a give, but this is going to be a reverse. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 22-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Chandler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Moore now on the return. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how.
And now here is another interception across midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent... And my goodness, another interception. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Bennett. His throw incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown.